Hey everyone, I'm Pacific the Casual Gamer, and welcome to this short little series about kind of advice for new YouTubers and new people creating YouTube videos on YouTube. If you read by the title, you might be a little mad at me. Hard work does not equal results. Now, that's a very in general statement, and I want to explain that a little more. I made a video about a guy named the Comical Canadian, and a lot of people, there was like a couple subcategories of people that comment. A lot of people just commented things, but there were some people that commented and they said, "I work so hard on my videos. How come this guy does better than me?" And first of all, we have to take into account talent. This guy very clearly has some sort of skill set or talent that makes it so he can grow a YouTube channel better than you, person who works very hard on your YouTube videos, right? I'm going to use my channel as an example. I have made I have 1,600 videos on this channel. There's also a lot of live streams that I deleted. So sometimes I say that I've made about 2,000 pieces of content, but I only have 2,600 subscribers. Why is that? That's because I also didn't take into account natural talent. I'm not a very good graphic designer when it comes to talent, so I have to work harder, right? Instead of 1 hour learning a thumbnail trick in Photoshop, it takes me 10 hours. I think. That's kind of what I used to explain it. So to get the same result in graphic design, it takes me 10 hours instead of one. However, I'm naturally a very, very, very good writer. I don't have to rewrite things a bunch of times. So someone who it might take them 30 minutes to write a description that works really well, it takes me 5 minutes. So we all have our individual skill levels, and the Comical Canadian in this case was a guy who's only had his channel for about a year and a half, and he had a talent which was figuring out how to game the YouTube system. That happens. And in the early days of YouTube, I think a lot of people are still stuck with the 2010-11 style of YouTube, which is if you made enough videos, people would find you. It is not the case anymore. You have to have a strategy. You have to be good at YouTube. And that's a very subjective, what is good? It's very subjective, and you have to figure that out for yourself, right? That's one of the reasons why there's people, if you look at the Comical Canadian, there's people that made videos on him, and those videos were up way longer than mine, but my skill level was better than those people's. That's why my video is on top. Someone else can come along, make a video on the Comical Canadian, and their video goes above mine. Their skill level on that is better than mine. And that goes for everything. A really good example of this is if you're trying to be a martial artist fighter, okay? I trained in martial arts for about 12 years. If you say only working hard gets you places, it sort of gets you far, but not really. Working hard, you need to work smart. If you want to train your kicks, you don't go and wake up in the morning and do 1,000 push-ups. You don't. If you want to get good at sparring, you don't work on a bunch of crunches. You find things that help you work on sparring and you work on those skills. It is the same thing with YouTube. Okay? If you want to grow an audience, you have to figure out how to grow and keep that audience. If you go back and you look at my channel, I grew an audience on Let's Plays. Then I switched to Call of Duty commentaries. Then I switched to Kerbal Space Program. Then I switched to Battlefield 1. I grew a pretty decent audience on Battlefield 1. Then I switched to Age of Empires 3. The Battlefield 1 audience didn't want to watch. The Age of Empires 3 audience went up. Then I switched games. The Age of Empires 3 audience went down. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion audience went up. And then the Elder Scrolls 4 audience is going down while my Rainbow Six Siege audience is going up. Okay? I mean, I shouldn't be having crossover if you think about it. I mean, if you go on my channel and you want to watch Oblivion and your mindset is, okay, Pacific makes Oblivion videos, and then you go see a Siege video and you're not into Siege, which you're probably not, right? The likelihood of you being into Oblivion and Rainbow Six Siege is less than if you're into only one of those games. You're not going to watch it. So you have to think about that. You have to think about, do you understand how to provide value to the audience without seeing scummy? I see a lot of people that are new, if I watch someone who has a new YouTube video, they spend a decent chunk of time saying subscribe, subscribe, like. Everyone on YouTube knows how to do that. It helps to say subscribe. You know, I think that a lot of us, it's kind of accepted it helps. But if you do it in the wrong way, you just killed your chances. If someone gets it out of a video and you do it the wrong way, you killed your chances of that video providing you subscribers and views and everything else. You killed it. You should, you don't have to work on your, like I said, going back to working on smart. You don't have to spend a minute of the video saying subscribe because it gives me, more money. You don't have to do that. And a lot of times it does the opposite effect of what you want it to do. Now, I'm not here saying I work harder and smarter than a lot of people. I think that there's a lot of people that are way smarter than me. I know we make fun of him, but Jake Paul is really, really good at YouTube. There's a reason he gets a lot of views. I know that he's a meme and people don't like him, but there's a reason he gets a lot of views. It's because he's smart. There's a reason PewDiePie gets a lot of views and subs. There's a reason why anyone who's actually succeeding is doing well. And that's because they have a skill set and they work hard and smart. If Markiplier, went and made videos, I'm going to pick a random topic. If he made videos about religion, he would be making significant less money across the board because he's skilled at making gaming videos, not religion videos, not controversy videos. If Philip DeFranco, who is a news YouTuber, goes and makes a video about esports in Rainbow Six Siege, I actually don't know how well he's going to do. You don't know, right? Unless you find out. He's not going to do as well, though, as his news videos. We just know, because that's the audience that built up. Unless if it's a full-on, if he just changed his channel and said, hey, Phil DeFranco isn't going to be news anymore, it's going to be Rainbow Six Siege esports, the amount of people that would leave would be in probably the millions. Millions of people would stop watching Phil DeFranco. So, there's a lot that goes into YouTube. Hard work does not equal results. You have to work hard, you have to work smart, you have to, what's your talent level at? It might take you 10 years, it might take you 1 year to be making money off of YouTube, It all depends on, the amount of factors it depends on is more than hard work. And once you stop looking at it as hard work equals results, and you start looking at, hey, maybe my delivery to my audience isn't good. Maybe I just need to change a couple things here. Maybe I don't need to get good at video quality. Maybe I need to get better at making a better thumbnail. You will do better. You will. Because when I stopped looking at it that way, this is all me now. When I stopped looking at it that way, I did better. When other YouTubers stopped looking at it that way, they did better. You can tell. Markiplier doesn't upload 3 videos a day anymore. He uploads 1. And it's way better than 3. If Markiplier uploaded 3 videos a day, he wouldn't be as entertaining. He'd be tired. He'd be exhausted. Right? Because then this goes into knowing yourself. How many videos can you realistically produce without stunting your channel's growth? Is it 1 a week, 1 a month, 1 a day? I tried to make 3 videos a day for like a couple months. I don't want to do it ever again. It sucks. I like my 1 video a day. It's very, very nice, and my 1 live stream a day. It's very comfortable for me. That's my Goldilocks zone. So, and that's gonna change too. So that's all I really had to say for you guys. Hard work doesn't equal results. You need to also take into account working on the right things, getting smarter. It's not just about, hey, if I make X number of videos, I will become a big YouTuber. That is not how this works anymore. That is not how it will ever work. So yeah, that's all I got to say. I'm Pacific the Casual Gamer. I suck just as bad as you do at video games. And I will see you guys in the next one.